How's it going? All right, got into Moab last night. Actually midday yesterday with the family. I got my lovely wife and my lovely child with me. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, guys, but it was so cold last night. I think it's about 30 degrees right now. The sun's about to come up. It's around 7 a.m. Gosh, it's beautiful out here, and it was, 50s yesterday, but last night it was so cold. Oh man, I kept wiggling around and waking up the baby, and he would scream and wake up the whole camp, but it's okay. It's just how it goes. Yeah, so hit the bike trail a little bit this morning. Found a nice composition behind me, so I'm just kind of setting up, waiting for that sun to peek over the horizon, and it's going to kind of rake across that tree back there and some of these rocks, I hope. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Scouted this place out yesterday and seemed like it might be a good place. So yeah, gonna finish setting up here, and we'll see how it goes. This 100mm lens might be a little tight, but I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so my next step down is a 35mm lens, which is a little wider than I'd like, but the light's coming in, and I could always crop and post, so we're going to make this happen. Okay, f9, ISO 100, 1/25 of a second shutter, no filters. Alright, good deal. That's all I came out here for, so I'm just going to hunt around for some more pictures while the sun's low and have some fun. Got a somewhat similar composition here. Light's moving quickly, so I'm going to set up real quick. When you're in new places, it's kind of hard not to shoot things that are kind of brand new to you, so that's what we're doing here. I'm just, these cool slick rocks and the trees kind of jutting out of them are kind of fun, so that's what's piquing my interest. Okay, I got a foreground element here, so just going to make sure I stop down enough to hold focus between the two of them. It's a little button right here on your camera. It's called the depth of field preview. If you hold that down, usually your lens is wide open anytime you're looking through your viewfinder. So it's same as live view. When you hold this down, it'll show you your actual aperture. You can kind of double check your focus there and make sure things are sharp. And this is looking good, so I'm doing a little vertical panorama here. Sun's killing me, but I think we're still ahead of it a little bit. f11, 13th of a second, and ISO 100. Okay, I'm happy with that. Branches are moving a little bit in the wind, but what am I at here? 20th of a second seems to be stopping them. So, moving on. I think there's a bunch of these little dead logs kind of laying around. I think I'm gonna see if I can find a good composition with one of those and see how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna try something here. Sun behind this tree, kind of silhouette. Got my wide angle lens on. I might need to lean it up against something, but I'm thinking kind of a long exposure. Got these really cool clouds behind here, so see what we can do. Little test shot. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay. Got my Lee 10-stop filter here. And make sure you get this thing on here nice and tight, because you don't want light bouncing around inside once you get moving. Okay, focus is good. Check composition a couple more times here. Composition is good. Happy with my exposure. Since I got this 10 stop filter on, what I'll do is I'll expose it correctly, and then changing my shutter speed, I will dial 10 stops out of it, or 30 clicks. That gets me at a 15-second exposure. All right, we'll see how that goes. Good to have a timer on for this one too. I just stopped down my aperture a little bit, so now I'm at a 30-second exposure. See if I can get a little more color out of those clouds. I'm gonna try a slightly different exposure here. I got nice color on those clouds last time. I'm just gonna see if I can get a little more detail in this this tree. There's one more shot I saw yesterday that I thought would be kind of cool, but the sun rose in a slightly different spot than I thought it would, so only way it's going to work is if it kind of goes behind these clouds that are up here. It's kind of a thin band, and I think that might happen, so about a quarter mile away. I'm just going to start moving all my stuff over there, and we'll wait and see what happens, and if it doesn't, still had a good morning. That is our hero. I was able to find a spot where the sun is kind of off to the back 3/4 of it. So now it is actually behind the clouds, but I want it to pop out. So we're gonna wait and see if we can get some light to kiss the side of this tree and make our final image. And then I got to go back to camp and make some coffee, which I am so excited about. All right. Do kind of a short panoramic, but the sun's really not creeping out yet, and that tree's super dark. I can also just be patient and wait for that sun to come back out, but yeah, I'm gonna try a couple things in the meantime. Alright, been here about 10 minutes and the light's just getting worse. So yeah, it was fun. It was good hanging out with you guys. Should have a couple more, at least one more video coming here from Moab, so depends on how many more nights we can suffer the freezing cold. Yeah, might have to go into town and buy a couple of like large dogs just to throw into our sleeping bag with us. Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. It was good to see you guys again as always, and appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. See ya.